everything set. Is it good? Is it good? Daddy, I'm starting the stream now. I'm starting the live stream now. Yes. Is everything set? Hi guys, I'm really sorry about it took 1 hour and 20 and well, it took like 48 minutes for me to respond because I didn't notice the time. I didn't notice the time. Yeah. Okay, stop streaming. Okay. The audio's good. Turn the audio up just a little bit. And there we go. Okay, yeah. We haven't got the SpaceX up yet. SpaceX. The asteroids. The Starbase Gateway to Mars. Oh, pretty cool. So, this is SpaceX. So first I'm going to tell you the point of Starship. So, Starship itself, you see that this is what Starship is supposed to look like. This is the test flight Starship, you know, the one we have right here. You see that? It's right there too. You can sort of recognize it like that. But you know, there's way more windows up there, like a heat shield. This is the back of it. It looks, and these panels, these heat panels here. The panels right here. This is just the top. This is the top. Like, this is the second stage. This is the booster. Like, this is the thing that blasts Starship off. The point of Starship is to get to Mars. The test flights are, you know, just test flights. They're just testing. They're testing those panels you see right there, and the heat shields that you see right here, the black heat shield, you can see it over there. It's sort of like that. So, you probably already noticed that I used OBS Studio, but yeah, we got the shield, the heat shield. The whole point of Starship is, well, first we're gonna get orbit and then just crash it into the ocean, and then we're gonna go to the moon, and then eventually, once we find enough research, we'll start living on Mars. If everything goes to plan, that is. Evolution of SpaceX Starship animation. Now this. Let me turn the volume up for you here. There you go. Hopefully you can hear it louder now.
Is expected to land the first humans on Mars. And to get there, SpaceX is building the biggest and most powerful rocket ever. There, SpaceX is building the...
This is how tall the Statue of Liberty is. This is how tall Starship is. Starship is... like, what? What does that say? What? That looks like... what? 150 meters, or maybe 1 or 2 miles higher than the Statue of Liberty.
Biggest and most powerful rocket ever.
Oh, it's 120 meters, and such Liberty is 93 meters.
This is the evolution of SpaceX's Starship.
Yes.
Elon Musk, the CEO and
Yeah, Elon Musk is the CEO of SpaceX.
founder of SpaceX, has a very ambitious goal for SpaceX.
There could be some natural event or some man-made event that ends civilization as we know it, or in life as we know it. And so it's important that we try to become a multi-planet civilization, extend life beyond Earth, and to do so as quickly as we can.
He wants humans to become a multi-planetary species, meaning that humans would live on multiple planets. SpaceX has built some powerful rockets before, which you can see in the evolution.
That is Falcon Heavy FH. That is Falcon 9 F9. This, well, these rockets. This is Falcon 9 Falcon Heavy.
Evolution of SpaceX. But Starship is on a whole other level.
Yeah, Starship
In
is way taller.
2012, Elon Musk mentioned the rocket as the Mars Colonial Transporter, but this name
The Mars Colonial Transporter, that's what Starship used to be. But now it's called Starship because it can go to the stars.
was changed to Interplanetary Transport System, or ITS, in 2016,
ITS.
as the rocket would be able to go well beyond Mars.
That's why it's
SpaceX
called
showed the world an
Starship
animation
Beyond
that looks like something from a sci-fi movie, but his plans were very real.
That's basically this. How the United States won the race to... Oh yeah, Starship plus rear heavy is super tall. It's way taller than the, well, it's not way taller, it's just slightly a bit taller. Like what, 20, 50 meters higher than, if you include the launch escape system on the Apollo rocket. Yeah, 2019, the evolution of SpaceX. That is this. Yeah.
In space, the giant two-staged rocket would separate and the booster would return back to Earth, where it could be reused again.
Exactly like I
Meanwhile, the spacecraft would continue its journey to Mars. Months later, the spacecraft will arrive at Mars and land there vertically. The ITS rocket would be enormous, with a height of 122 meters, making it the largest rocket ever built, even larger than the Saturn V.
There you
While
Saturn V is 111 meters, and Starship, or ITS, is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Starship is just 11 meters taller than the Saturn V? Yeah, it is right.
While the Saturn V was designed to carry 3 humans, the ITS could carry 100 passengers or more. It should also carry 550,000 kilograms to low Earth orbit, whereas the Saturn V could only lift 135,000 kilograms. To be able to carry such an enormous weight, the ITS would use very powerful Raptor engines. In fact, the ITS was supposed to have 42 Raptor engines, which combined should give it 128 meganewtons at liftoff. However, in 2017, plans were changed significantly. The rocket was redesigned and the name was changed to BFR. Let's just say.
Oh. A big Falcon rocket. In 2017, instead of ITS, BFR. Big Falcon rocket.
It stands for Big Falcon Rocket. The rocket would be much smaller than the ITS with 106 meters in height, and instead of 42 Raptor engines, it would have just 31 of these engines. Another revision of the rocket was made in 2018. This time it added fins to help stabilize the ship when passing through the atmosphere of the Earth.
So, the one we're going to use to get to Mars is better than that. It's like this mixed with that.
And Mars. You might wonder why the design kept changing. Well, something like this has never been done before, so SpaceX has to keep innovating. One very impressive achievement of SpaceX is the partial reusability of its rockets. This means the boosters can land on Earth and be reused again, which also looks really cool. Without reusability, costs would be way too high. Imagine if airplanes wouldn't be reusable. That would mean if passengers wanted to fly with a Boeing 747, they would have to pay $800,000 each just to get back the cost of the aircraft. Fun fact, in the future, people may be able to travel with this giant rocket to different countries on Earth. Most long-distance trips will be less than 30 minutes, and the flight can take people anywhere on Earth in less than an hour. It probably will still take 4 hours to get through security, though. In 2018 came a significant change when SpaceX changed from carbon fiber to stainless steel. Elon Musk said the true cost of carbon fiber is almost $200 per kilogram, while stainless steel is just $3. In 2019, SpaceX made the most recent rocket design with stainless steel. The 120-meter tall rocket also got a new name, Starship. The first stage is the Super Heavy rocket, and the second stage is the Starship spacecraft. The Super Heavy rocket is only needed to escape Earth's gravity.
This is that video. It's the same.
On the Moon or Mars,
You can see it right here. You can see it. Look. See. It makes the same sounds.
the booster isn't
Look, do you see? Do you see that? It's exactly the same.
needed and can lift off just by the spacecraft itself. Starship is designed to carry both crew and cargo to Earth orbit, the Moon, Mars, and beyond. It will be the world's most powerful launch vehicle ever developed, with 72 meganewtons thrust at liftoff. That's more than double the amount of thrust of the Saturn V. Starship is also able to carry in excess of 100 metric tons to Earth orbit. Fun fact, NASA announced they selected Starship to land the first astronauts on the lunar surface since the Apollo program. Billionaire Yusaku Maezawa purchased all seats aboard the Starship. The first civilian mission to the moon is called the Dear Moon Project and is planned to fly around the moon in 2023. Anyone in the world could have filled out an application to have a chance to go to the moon for free. Over 1 million people want to join him in his journey to the moon. Who will join him is still unknown, as he is in the process of selecting 8 people to fly with him. In 2019, SpaceX started doing test flights. The first test vehicle they used was the Starhopper. In August 2019, the Starhopper hopped to an altitude of 150 meters or 490 feet before landing vertically. It demonstrated the first use of the Raptor engine in real flight. 1 year later, in 2020, SpaceX made a new test vehicle, which looks just like a flying grain silo. 2 test flights were done with the Starship SN5 and SN6. In December 2020, the Starship SN8 was launched. For the first time, it didn't look like a test vehicle, but it had the actual Starship design. The vehicle successfully launched, ascended to an altitude of 12.5 kilometers or 41,000 feet, performed the skydive descent maneuver, relit the engines fueled by the header tanks, and steered to the landing pad. The flip maneuver was successful and really looks like something out of the future. The Starship SN8 did crash, however. Fun fact, also discussed in the Evolution of NASA series, spacecraft normally use a parachute for landing. However, Starship uses a unique landing maneuver where it will perform a belly flop and lands vertically, making it incredibly challenging. In February 2021, Starship SN9 was launched. During the landing burn, a Raptor engine failed, which caused the SN9 to lose control and hit the landing pad at a 40-degree angle.
It caused it to hit the ground at a 40-degree angle, and including it also was going way too fast. If you were standing like right under it, you would think it would be going like 200 feet per second, or maybe 50 feet per second.
Then came the test flight for Starship SN10. It ascended to an altitude of 10 kilometers or 33,000 feet and performed a landing flip maneuver before successfully touching down on the landing pad. In March 2021, Starship SN11 was launched in a heavy fire.
But then there was a fire and it blew up. Trust me, I'll show you a video in a second.
Fog. According to Elon Musk, it had engine issues during ascent. Debris was seen falling from the sky, indicating that the vehicle had exploded mid-air. And finally, the latest test flight, as of making this video, was launched on May 13, 2021. The new Starship prototype, known as SN15, received many major upgrades over previous vehicles. I mean, isn't this just one of the most futuristic things you have ever seen? It just looks like CGI. The test flight was very successful, and that is very promising for the future. Fun fact, Starship will need to refuel in space as it requires a lot of fuel to lift a large payload. The plan for Starship is in-orbit refueling. A second Starship will be used to transfer fuel. However, in-orbit refueling is very challenging, especially as transferring large amounts of propellant between 2 spacecraft of this size has never been done before. SpaceX also started doing tests with the Super Heavy booster, and in July 20th, 2021, did a static fire test for the first time. SpaceX will continue to test and improve Starship to push for new boundaries. I believe we can say this is Apollo for our generation and truly a worthy successor to the Saturn V rocket. SpaceX has planned the earliest crewed flight to Mars in 2026. That's only 5 years from now. And Elon Musk has made it very clear that the goal is to eventually colonize Mars. I can't believe we're living in an era where we might see another planet being colonized. To get there, Starship is crucial, so I'm very excited to see how SpaceX will continue to evolve Starship. Please subscribe and leave a comment if you're watching this before we colonized Mars.
SpaceX space program. I already have, I already have videos on Kerbal Space Program. I actually own a Saturn V. But you know, we don't need to worry about that. We just I own a Saturn V rocket, but you can see the start. This is the part where it blew up. It blew up.
Squid Game? What's he talking about? What's he talking about? What is he talking about? Squid Game, red light, green light.
Every day.
Okay, I will just look for it. Squid Game? Really? SQUIDGAME.
See?
Is that what you want? Oh, Huggy Wuggy. Huh.
Yeah. So it's the part where this.
Remote camera, and we're going to see how you and then it'll press Studio B, and it's currently clouds, but we'll do what we can. Ryan, if you do lose it, we'll probably put you back straight down at the edge of the clouds. Cool. Everybody, let's look again. Video. Want to so cool at whole meter. Okay, we're going down to a single Raptor engine for the final landing. They're doing it. They're doing it. They absolutely are. Raptor engine. This is it. That's okay. We're going down to a single Raptor engine for the final landing. They're doing it. They're doing it. They absolutely are doing it. They're doing it 100%. Is it still there? It's still there. We need to start dumping footage, don't we? We need to start dumping footage. Oh God, it just blew up. It just blew up. It just blew up. What? What?
Yeah.
What? What just happened? What? I don't know.
That's what it is. And to prove to you that I'm right. You see, I have super proof. I can show you. I can show you that it actually blew up. Because you see down here? Right. The heck is it? No. Out of that. Looking for what is it? Where the heck? This is what happens all the time, guys. It's just I can't find No, I just watch Everyday Astronaut. I need to show. The heck? But anyways, what? Huh. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm watching this. Not you. I'm watching this. I'm looking. Oh yeah, NASA spaceplane. They even have it too. You see, boom, it blows up.
Particle.
It landed. That's the important thing.
The
Oh,
landing
yes.
legs did not work.
Look at the beach angle. It don't
doesn't-
seem.
Yeah, no.
And how long you hear it? SpaceX is running. It's dead.
Them down.
They're up
Okay.
Very much long.
points to Raptors. Are those
Yeah, there's
I would have expected. No, but didn't that good.
just gonna
With yeah.
a you do Marion to edit. Back.
Right.
So
Okay,
maybe
gotcha.
one didn't deploy, maybe they touched down a little too fast.
There we go.
But it's also important to remember the legs have built-in crush core, so they have the ability to absorb some shock like a sort of suspension. So if it was a little faster than expected.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Whoa!
Oh my god.
There you go.
There's your methane leak.
Yes,
There's your
folks.
boom.
Wow.
Boom. Oh, he.
And that's why we weren't running replays.
Exactly. Someone got that, right?
Slightly less soft landing now. Wow.
That was awesome!
Chris, Jack.
Yeah. It blew. But yeah, you know, SpaceX, all the people explaining it. The heck? Whatever. Is GTA 6? What does this take a Grand Theft Auto is stealing a car. Anyways, I don't look at that. I don't look at that. My name is dot dot dot. Money, lots of money. That's the Michael. Anyways, I'm gonna go to SpaceX again. SpaceX, yeah. SpaceX. Gateway to Mars. Oh, it's making a postcard. Let's start. basically tells the evolution of SN8 and how they. Anyways, yeah, it's SpaceX Starship. I explained Starship. SpaceX also, goes up in space, connects to the International Space Station, orbits people around like the. What is it called again? Yeah, Inspiration 4. Inspiration 4, apparently. Inspiration 4, and they go in space, they go around, they send civilians to space. Well, they don't do that so often, they only do that in the Inspiration launches. But, yeah, the Inspiration 4 and send 9. 100 successful flights. Yes, there's lots of successful flights. It's pretty much SpaceX, and I can explain more next stream. By the way, the reason why I went for a stream is because the reason why I recorded a stream is because I wanted to do some streaming and stream up on my channel. Yeah. Oh. This is right here. Yeah, I know, I added. It's right there. If people look at YouTube, they can see this. Huh. Well, anyways, I don't need to talk about that. I need to look at this. This is right here. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm watching the video I'm recording right now. I know, I added. It's right there. People look at YouTube, they can see this. Yes. Huh. Well, anyways, I don't need to talk about that. I need to look at this. This is right here. Oh yeah. Yeah. The closed caption is available, but I know. The one watching now that it's right. That's me. Anyways, people look at YouTube, they can see this. Well, yeah, that's the thing I can explain. Daddy. Check YouTube. Do you see? It's live.
What?
It's live.
You're live?
Yes. Click the tab and then click YouTube. If you go onto YouTube, do you see anything? Yep. But when somebody clicks on YouTube, they can just see it. They can see my stream. Well, I'm done now. You're done? Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream just now.